Music teacher, it is absolutely crucial that you know something, and you really need to know it now because you are back into the daily grind, back in front of your students, your administrators, and your colleagues in not very long. And that thing you need to know is you are ridiculously, incredibly important. Now, listen, I'm not making this up. I'm not saying this out of some rah, feel it in your heart sort of thing. You do work that nobody else on your campus can do. Music lives in the deepest part of the brain. When people are making music, they are actually completely connected with their autonomic nervous system. The nervous system is what helps us understand the importance of sounds and helps us express sounds in a way that can actually be understood. They impact your deepest, like your brain stem. That is the area where your deepest emotions live. It's where your instincts live. And actually, it's where your deepest beliefs about yourself. And you know which teacher teaches most directly and most efficiently to that? The music teacher, of course. No one else on your campus teaches as efficiently and as directly to that midbrain, to the emotional midbrain as you do. Now, what that means is that you have an incredible opportunity, both for good and for bad. So let me paint you a picture of two teachers. The first teacher got out of school and was totally burnt out this last year. And for the first, longer than he really wanted to, just laid on the couch and was comatose. Understandable, for sure. But he wasn't really doing anything restorative. He was more just like scrolling on his phone and watching TV. And he did it for a little too long. But then he started feeling guilty, like he wanted to get stuff done. So he started whipping himself into shape and started going and doing things with friends and doing things with family and doing things with kids. And all of a sudden, very, very hyperactive, very involved, not really thinking about school, not really doing things to rest himself well. Well, now it's August, what some people call the longest Sunday. And he is kind of burnt out from summer and he's going into school and he's still tired. That is not a great place to teach from. That is actually a midbrain state himself. He's in a state of exhaustion and tiredness and not energy. So he will go into that classroom and his midbrain state will affect the midbrain state of his students. Now let's look at another teacher. He got out of school and did the same thing, just complete crash. But he knew when to start it and when to stop it. So he did. And then he looked at all the opportunities that he had that summer and he did the hardest thing you can possibly do, which is choose between good and good. It's always easy to choose between good and bad. It's so hard to choose between good and good, but he's smart and he knew that he needed to have some restorative practices, so that's what he did. He spent July really enjoying himself. He went to go play his instrument so that he could remember how joyful he was. And he took a course over the summer called Emotionally Intelligent Music Instruction, and he learned so much and got so excited within himself about what he was going to do with his students in the fall. So now, in his longest Sunday, he is just excited. He is just ready to jump back in. And he has planned for the next year how he is going to rest and restore himself, because taking care of himself is taking care of his students. Now, you are probably a mix of both these people, and that's okay. Here's what I want to encourage you to do. If you are that burnt out teacher mostly, and you feel like you're going back into the school year with less energy than you really want, then plan time this fall. Plan little times from here to December when you will do something that you know is restorative. It doesn't have to be bed rotting. It can actually be something active that you really enjoy. Little tip here, if your job is really mentally taxing, the thing you are doing to rest should not be mentally taxing. So don't go read a book. Shovel some dirt, go on a hike, work on a wood project, touch grass. If you do feel really restored, then you still make those plans to take care of yourself this fall. Make plans from September to December so that you know exactly what you're going to do to stay restored. In that spirit, I want to share that we are running a promotion, especially for you newsletter subscribers. We offer a major promotion on our training twice a year, one for back to school and one for Music in Our Schools month. And we are so excited about this back to school one. Now, everybody is going to get the major discount of 25% off the training if you go to the website right now. But if you keep going on this newsletter, you'll see that we actually have a coupon for 10% more than that, which is, quite frankly, hundreds of dollars off. And when you buy training for yourself, you also are paying to put music in music deserts all over the country, places where there is zero music happening in schools. I am so grateful for every single one of you that subscribes to this newsletter. We just got to outline this year's newsletter topics, and I really can't wait to get them to you. We're going to have a great year. See you later.